So a while back, when we started the channel, one of the ideas was to buy a film camera, probably a cheap one, and show you guys that you don't need to spend a lot of money to start with film photography. Back then I found this Fujica, the ST701, which I paid fairly cheap for it with a couple of other lenses. But along the way something happened. I had a chance to also get a few other cameras that were just as cheap or cheaper than this one. And one of the things that I always had with me was that there is no point, I don't see any point of having many different cameras if they all do the same thing. What I mean by that? I don't need more than a couple of SLR cameras that can do the job that I need to be done. I don't have any problems with people who collect camera, but for me, it doesn't work. I'm not there to collect cameras. I want these machines to be used, to be on the field, and to be enjoyed by people. It's not because it's a cheap camera, it's not because it's a capable camera, as you will see. But the reality is that I don't have a use for this camera anymore. I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna sell this camera. But don't cheat yourself. It was a cheap camera and it's still cheap, but very capable. So to say a farewell or to say goodbye to this camera, let's go have a photo shoot and see what this camera is capable of. Let's go and shoot. It's ready to go. Let's shoot. So when I bought this camera had a few issues. There was a problem with the light seal, which I replaced it at the time. And the other flaw, which has never been a real problem for me, was that the light meter has never worked in this camera. If you ever get across a camera that you don't have the light meter to use, don't worry. It's not a big problem. Any medium format, old medium format camera or large format camera you get is gonna come without the light meter. What you can do is either to use your mobile phone and a light metering app, or use a light meter. One of the great things about these old SLR cameras, once again, is the simplicity. There isn't much going on here. It's shutter speed and lens aperture. That's it. Also, the new cameras the old new cameras that I have, they have exactly the same settings. Simplicity for me when shooting film photography is one of the main things. That's why I love these older cameras so much. This in specific is a bit older model, and yeah, still a very capable camera, still a camera that gives you the chance to do everything you would like to do with photography, with film photography. It's somehow a shame that I'm letting this camera go. But at the same time, just like I said, if I'm not using, if it's just collecting dust, why should I keep it? Someone else should have this camera and put this camera into use to do with this camera what I'm doing with it right now, using shooting film. So yeah, this is the Fujica, and I already explained, guys, the reasons why I'm getting rid of it. Nevertheless, you don't stop looking for an affordable camera that you can use. They are all out there, you just need to look. Once again, photography, film photography is not about the price of your equipment, it's about your eye and your artistic view. So remember that, and don't underestimate a camera by its price. That is rarely the case. That's rarely the case. So find yourself a camera that you can afford and go and shoot film. Go out there and make it use. And if you guys have some camera that is just collecting dust and you are not using, please put this camera out there. There is someone willing to pay what you're asking to get some film photography, to learn film photography, to get into film photography. It's important for all the film photography community that affordable cameras are still there, that new people are willing to spend €100, $100, no more than that, to get a camera that they can actually enjoy and have some nice pictures taken. So please guys, put your unused cameras out there, and you photographer, don't underestimate a cheaper camera. If you like this video, please give the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, switch on the notifications and get to know everything that is happening to the channel. I hope you guys enjoy this video, and please leave your comments also on the page, on our comment section. And yeah, you guys take care of yourselves. I'll see you next time. Bye.